for boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Hey, coming up on the return of Keith Thurman this coming weekend. There are a lot of people out there anticipating Keith's return. We'll see what he looks like in the return. See what he has to offer at this stage of his career after a lengthy layoff of almost 2 years. I want to say April would make 2 years if he was out all the way till April. I think it was April of 17 when he fought Danny Garcia, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna call it a 2-year layoff. It's close enough. Keith Thurman, he'll be fighting Josesito Lopez in his return. Josesito Lopez is a game opponent who has been in there with some of the best fighters. You know, some really good names who are still active and current fighters. I'm not gonna say that I said they're some of the best fighters, but they were some really good fighters at that time. One being that he fought Canelo, and he lost in that fight. I think he was knocked out late. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have it pulled up in front of me. I'm actually on the road right now. I know he fought Victor Ortiz in a fight that he was probably losing, but he broke Victor Ortiz's jaw. Ortiz quit on the stool. Josesito got the win, very deservingly so. I can't think of. There are a couple more. There are a couple more pretty good fighters that Josesito Lopez has been in there with. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to say that I think he's going to upset Keith Thurman. I think he's been in some pretty rough fights that have probably taken a toll on him over the years, and I don't know that he has it in him to rise to the occasion to get over that hump to beat a guy like Keith Thurman, who, although coming off of inactivity and probably will show some ring rust, he's also rested and kind of rejuvenated maybe. And then again, maybe he's not motivated. I don't know the whole situation with what's going on with Keith Thurman. I don't know that anybody really does. I will say that I don't believe all this time he's been off has been related to injuries. I think some of it was he just wanted a break from boxing for one reason or another. But I know that I expect Lopez to come to fight. If Keith Thurman's not committed to boxing, and if he's not in there to give it his all, Josesito Lopez may just be the wrong fighter to be in there with in that situation. Because the kid's gonna fight, he's gonna fight, and he's gonna fight. And if you don't beat the fight out of him, he's gonna keep coming. So Keith Thurman may find himself in a situation where if he don't get out front early and show his class and outclass Lopez early on, he may find himself having to dig deep to overcome some internal doubt, some self-talk that's may asking, is this what I want to do anymore? You know, like I said, we don't know what all was going on with Keith Thurman, why he was out all this time, what was going on in his head. Was he really, you know, did he even still see himself as a boxer? Does he see himself as a boxer now? I don't know. But I'm interested in the fight because of all of those things. If it wasn't for the long layoff, if it wasn't for some of the things I've heard Keith Thurman say, and if it wasn't for knowing the type of fighter Josesito Lopez is and how hard he comes to fight even when he's outgunned, this would be a fight that I would just go ahead and check the box and say, yo, Keith Thurman's winning that fight. There's no point in me taking time watching that fight. But because of all of the other stuff going on, that makes the fight noteworthy in my opinion. So from myself, I'm going to tune in and watch the fight, see how it plays out. But if I'm making a pick, it's hard for me to pick against Keith Thurman in this fight. Keith Thurman had a knockout in quite some time. Josesito Lopez very well could be exactly what the doctor ordered for him to get back on track to live up to the moniker of one time. Because he very well may be against a guy that if he connects with the right punch one time, he very well could have Josesito Lopez on the canvas and unwilling to get up to continue to fight. Can't say that I see it playing out that way. Can't say that it won't play out that way. Like I said, there's so many unknowns coming into this fight with Keith Thurman. And honestly, I hadn't seen Josesito Lopez fight in a couple, maybe 2 or 3 years himself. I know he's been active here and there, but I know he isn't coming off of a 2 or 3 year layoff like Thurman. But I personally haven't seen him in a fight in that amount of time, which tells me that he probably hasn't been in a noteworthy fight in quite some time. Because typically what happens when these guys lose these step-up fights, they typically don't go from one into another. They have to kind of work their way back up. And like I said, you know, this fight here, he's probably only getting this fight because of the situation with Thurman coming off a layoff. Other than that, it wouldn't make sense when Keith Thurman's rolling for him to be in the ring with a guy like Josesito Lopez. That would be like Sean Porter or Errol Spence fighting Josesito Lopez at this point. The fight really wouldn't make sense. But it's got my attention, so I'm going to tune in. Looking forward to the fight. Looking forward to what's next for Keith Thurman after the fight, should he be victorious, which I expect him to be. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to my subscribers. Anyone who hasn't subscribed to the channel, ask that you please subscribe. Y'all hit that like button for me. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm out. Peace.